But
I'm
I
thankful.
admire you. But I admire you because I at least have thought about those challenges when I see you, and you never make it about that thing. Like you make it about what you bring to the table as a journalist or as a member of the media. And I think that's really cool. And you know, you could easily make it about that and the challenges, but you've never made it about that. You've made it about you're a great interviewer, and you got a great personality, you've got knowledge, and that's what everybody else in the locker room has. And I think you do a great service to people who are dealing with those challenges too, because you just kick ass, man. And I think everybody sees that. And I do think about the challenges you deal with. So just so you know, I admire you and I appreciate all that stuff.
Well, I don't know how much longer we got, if we got to wrap up soon, but this is just, I always wanted to ask you again. We're just kind of having this fun conversation. It's got to be weird. And I don't know if you and your teammates talked about it, what it was like to have this legless dude come into the locker room and be on the field. And I just kind of wondered from the player's perspective
Yeah.
what those conversations might have been like. And then you're like, hey, I got to know this guy. He's not so bad. He's normal.
You know what's cool is I feel like players, all they want to know from people with microphones in the locker room, are they ethical? Do they work hard? Do they ask good questions? Are they respectful? And I put you at the top of that list. And so, for me, certainly the first time I meet you, I'm taken aback by, how extraordinary it is. I mean, I look at it, you're thinking, are they judging me? Or, like I'm looking at it as extraordinary. So already you're ahead of the rest of the field because I admire, you know, the challenges that I presume you've overcome. But then I find out you ask questions well, you're knowledgeable, all that stuff we talked about, and I just enjoyed seeing you around and talking to you, just like I enjoyed seeing Les Bowen or any of these guys in the Philly locker room that I liked. And it brings a smile to your face, because I think everybody deserves access in our society, and you do a great job of making people think about it. You know what I mean? Not just asking the questions and doing your job at a high level, but forcing guys in the locker room to think, okay, this guy came in with no legs, and how did he get here? How did he enter the locker room? How did he get to work? How does he overcome these? How does he stay focused and when you walk in, not think about, are they thinking about my situation? It's like I just think you just doing your job at such a high level. Um, Everybody appreciates it and sees it. So I think it's cool. I mean, guys that talk about it, that's not the first thing that comes out of my mouth talking to somebody else. It's like, hey, the guy with no legs. It's like, oh, did you see Dave? Like Dave asked a good question, or Dave told a good joke, or like you've normalized, that, and I think it's really cool.